Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Journeyman Football Manager with Zebu Nation. And here we are in the Premier League with Tottenham. That's right, we haven't changed teams in the last 2 episodes. But anyway, we're at the three-quarter season update. And as you can see, we're doing pretty well here. We're in 6th place after 30 games. We got 14 wins, 8 draws, 8 losses for a total of 50 points. That's pretty good. We got a little bit of work to do in terms of separating ourselves. As you can see, the Wolves, we're technically tied with the Wolves in points, even though we have a game in hand and we've got a lot of goal differential. We got plus 21 goal differential, so that's outstanding. We're winning in style, but we're just not quite winning enough, unfortunately, because the Wolves and Southampton are nipping at our heels. We got Hull right there as well, only 4 points back. So we got some work to do separating ourselves, but what I want to focus on is I want to focus on moving up the table, and in order to move up the table, we're going to have to beat the likes of Liverpool and Chelsea, sitting there 6 points and 7 points respectively ahead of us. I think it's doable. I think we can catch those two teams, but I think that's about as high as we can go. I don't think we can catch Man City or Arsenal, and I definitely don't think we can catch Man United. They're a full 23 points ahead of us in the table. It would be nearly impossible for us to catch them. They would have to go on the losing streak of a lifetime in order for that to happen. So I think the highest we can set our sights is probably 4th place. I think that's definitely doable. And that would, I think that would save our job. Even though last season the coach finished 2nd place and he still got fired this season. So, I mean, expectations here with the Hotspurs are brutal. They want us to qualify for the European Championship, which we got knocked out of earlier this season. So I think in order to qualify for that, we got to be in 4th or 5th place. So, that definitely has to be our goal. We can't worry about the teams below us, even though we're in 7th place right now, which gets us into the Euro Cup, I suppose. But that's not what the board wants. The board wants European Championship Cup. So hopefully we can get there and make that happen. But as you can see in the rest of our competitions, the only one we do have left is the Euro Cup outside of the Premier League. And we did pretty well in that. We're supposed to reach the semifinals. We're in the quarterfinals right now versus Gelsenkirchen, whoever that may be. They are 8th in the German first division, so they're a pretty good team. But we could have had a much tougher draw. There are some teams in the Euro Cup still. There's Inter and AC Milan. So there's at least some teams with higher profiles out there that we could have faced. So maybe this is we got an email saying that we got a good draw, but I mean, honestly, what do I know? I don't know half these teams anyway. But, so we'll scout them. We'll figure that out. But we're only one step away from reaching what the board wants us to do, which is reach the semifinals. So I think as long as we beat this team, make it to the semifinals, that'll be a little bit of a feather in our cap as far as the board is concerned. And speaking of the board, let's go down the old checklist here. Starting out with finances, $38 million in the bank. Not great. As you can see, we've reached a pattern here with our finances, where we start high, and then during the course of the season, we go down, and then we get another jump, and then down, and then jump, and then down. But as you can see, overall, the trend is a little bit upward, because you can see our low point here is 35 million, and up here it's 40 million, and up here it's, probably 50 million. So we're on an overall upward trend. We had a bit of a dip here in January, actually in 2020. I guess these are year by year. Yeah, these are year by year. So we had a little bit of a dip, but now we're on our way back up, and hopefully we can, finish this season out above the $40 million mark. As you can see, our income is going up, expenditures going down. So overall, money-wise, I think we're doing pretty well. Transfer budget, we still have $85 million in the transfer budget, which I guess it doesn't really matter because nobody wants to sign with us. Although, now that we're at Tottenham, we might have a little better time signing people, but we're not in a transfer window right now, so there's not much I can do with that money. Anyway, payroll budget, we have slashed the payroll budget down to $157 million is what we're committed to spending right now. So we've taken, a full quarter off the payroll budget. So that's at least we're being fiscally prudent. All right. Board-wise, job security, we are stable at a meager 50%. I'd really love to get that higher, but right now we got to just focus on winning, got to focus on our competitions and let the board job security take care of itself. As you can see here from their confidence report, they're happy with our 3-0 convincing victory over Bournemouth, so that's good. They're in agreement with the fans regarding Toby Alderweireld's departure as a poor piece of judgment. Yeah, I didn't want to get rid of him either. He was one of our better defenders, but he wanted to go, so I couldn't keep him here. And so you can look at our confidence here. Competitions, they're okay. 45% matches, they're okay. 53% club stature as well. So here's our big drawback right now is transfers, down to 35%. After surveying supporters' opinion, spokesperson Beatrice Elliott feels the fans are disappointed with the business you're doing in the transfer market. So the problem with the transfer market, and we'll look at that in a moment, is they're seeing us just sell off players and not bring anybody in. And they don't really like that. But our club, the philosophies we agreed to was to bring in young players and promote players from our academy. So we're going to be doing that. But I guess the supporters aren't going to be real happy with that. Club philosophies overall, we're doing okay, I suppose, at 51%. Finances is keeping us afloat right now. It's sort of balancing out the transfer market. So it's kind of a catch-22 is they like the fact that we're not spending a lot of money, but they don't like the fact that we're selling off a lot of our players. And then squad harmony is also benefiting us at 61%. So that's fine und dandy. We go to the club here, of course. We're still rich. We're in the Euro Cup continental competition, so that's good. Let's see. Anything else to look at here? The club, not really. Oh, we skipped over something here. Wait a minute. We skipped over the board. There's rumors going around that a business tycoon could be looking to invest in the club. So that's interesting. That could cause some upheaval at the club. As you can see, where was I going to look at? Was it general? Yeah, owner status. In the process of a board takeover. Estimated value $1.68 billion. Only $523 million in debt. I mean, I guess that's good. I don't know. Having higher value than your debt seems good. But anyway, that's a lot of debt. So who knows what could happen in the future? I mean, the new board member could come in and just kick us out for no reason. So I think right now we just got to play for this season. And, since we're a journeyman manager, not really worry about the future too much. All right. Transfers, I mentioned we'd look at that real quick. We got one last transfer going out. Our young Brazilian Luis Henrique is going away back home to Brazil. That's fine for him. So as you can see, incoming, we made no moves. James McCarthy is the last move, and that was by the previous regime. And then out, we haven't done anything since February because the transfer window is closed. We sent Luan to AS Monaco, Onama to Bremen for $27.5 million. So we've made a lot of money in the transfer market. As you can see, total income $137 million, total spending $84 million. So we made a net profit in the transfer market, but I don't think the fans are really concerned about the profit. They're concerned about the players. So I guess that's it from there. Take a look at let's look at the schedule. Let's look at the last 10 games. Going all the way back here to our game versus Hull, which we won 2-0. We've been undefeated in the last 10 games. 5 wins, 5 draws in terms of Premier League. No losses. So that's pretty good. Had some good wins in there. Beat Chelsea 3-1. That was a huge victory. Beat West Ham. That was a good victory. We just come off a 3-0 spanking of Bournemouth, which the fans were very excited about for whatever reason. But we did drop some points. We should have had more points. We should have beat Watford. We drew them 1-1. We should have beat Southampton. We definitely should have beat Newcastle or Everton. Everton's the worst team in the league right now, and we drew with them 2-2 on a television game. So that's like the first points they've gotten in a long time, and they were very happy with that, and we were very disappointed with that. So we left some points on the board, unfortunately, but we didn't drop any points. We didn't lose any position because we didn't lose any games. Now, as you can see, there are a couple of red dots here in the Euro Cup, but those were pretty much insignificant. You know, we played highly rotated sides, and we were up anyway in the knockout of the first round knockouts. We won 3-0 in our first game and then lost 1-0. So aggregate, we won. And then this one versus KRC Genk. This was, my heart was in my throat at the end of this game because we won the first one 3-0 again, and I'm thinking, all right, we can just cruise to another victory, but Genk was having none of it. They stormed back 4 goals. They were killing us. And then let's take a look at this game. They came back huge, tied it up, and we had to win in extra time. So, I think from now on in this competition, we've definitely got to pay more attention and not play rotated sides and stuff like that, at least until we reach where we're supposed to reach, which is the semi-finals. So we got those games coming up real soon. We got a block of TV games, Arsenal, and then our Euro Cup games, and then Stoke for some reason. But this Liverpool game that we're about to play is not on television. I guess there are too many other good games going on this week because you'd think that this would be a pretty anticipated game. 5th place versus 6th place, only 6 points separating us. This is a dogfight kind of game. So I don't know. If I was a fan, I would definitely want to see this game on the television. But let's get to it. Liverpool versus Tottenham. Let's get to our team. And our team is looking ragged, I got to admit. Right now, we're just not that talented, but we're winning on the strength of our star players. And unfortunately, right now, we're dealing with an injury to one of those star players, which is Dele Alli. I don't know exactly how you pronounce it. I've heard it pronounced a ton of different ways, so we'll go with Dele Alli, I guess. He's out for another week. He's only been injured for a week, so it's not a devastating injury. But I don't like to see one of our 3 star players, Dele Alli, Harry Kane, or Eric Dyer. I don't like to see any of those 3 go out because really our team is just based on those 3 superstars holding things together. And so what I've done in this run is I've moved Eric Dyer back to central defense to give us a star player at each level. So we got a star player on the back line, Dele Alli playing midfield, and then Harry Kane playing up front. Now, we're going to struggle a little bit in the midfield now. We got to bring in some of those youngsters. Gustavo Cepeda is going to come in at central midfield, the 18-year-old. He's doing well. I mean, physically, he's very good. He's getting better day by day, but he's no Dele Alli. Christian Henrik Eriksson is back in our good graces. He was a trade bait guy earlier in the season, but now he's playing well. We're going to keep him around, I suppose, at that attacking midfielder role. But yeah, we got issues. Been going with the diamond, and it's been playing well for us. But that means, one of our other better players, Yannick Carrasco, has got no place in the team right now. So that's no good for him. We've also got Felipe Anderson is injured. So that's our other winger. So it really makes no sense to play wingers right now when we're only playing with one good wing. And we've gone back to the diamond. We're also a little thin in the fullback positions. Ben Davies is finally back from injury. Danny Rose got injured as soon as he came back, and now he's just coming off an injury. So at left fullback, we're incredibly thin. Right fullback, we got Kyle Walker, who's okay, but you look at our defense in general, overall, not great. We've been playing youngster Antonio Volpe, the 20-year-old Italian back there. He's been playing pretty well, and he's getting better, but really Eric Dyer's doing most of the work back there on the back line. So hopefully we can keep things moving forward and just get Dele Alli back and continue playing strong. And then in the off season, hopefully we can strengthen the club a little bit. All right, let's go. Let's submit that team and let's get going versus Liverpool. A draw is in the works. I can see Liverpool and Tottenham canceling each other out. All right, so that's good for them. Where's the continue button? Hello? Continue button? There we go. Loading pretty slow there. All right, so here we go. Anita Minkeva, Devious and Friendly from ESPNFC.com. Both teams come into this one in good form. How do you rate your chances? They're a very good team, and we're going to relish the challenge of keeping our good form going whilst putting a dent in theirs. The absence of Dele Alli is sure to be felt. Yeah, it is. Would have been nice to have him, but we'll deal with things best we can. All right. So we're going with the diamond. They're going with the jumping man formation. That's what we call it. Apply advice to team. Let's close down on their dudes, and that'll be good. It'll be fine. I mean, I don't necessarily have to because I got these set in the team, but I can't stop myself. I have to set these personally. All right, doesn't look like their fullbacks are coming forward. Osaka possibly. We'll close down on them later if they prove to come forward. All right, so passionately, been on a good run. Let's go. Ben Davies is feeling it. Nobody else really cares. And here we are at Arsenal, the red of Arsenal. Little handshake with the tracksuit coach over there for Arsenal. We got our more professional-looking suit on the sideline. Here's the old kickoff. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I'm only doing them on the weekends now. Nice steal by Eriksson. We're definitely winding down FM 17. There's starting to be some announcements in terms of FM 18. They've been putting out some videos explaining new features and functions. Nice save there by Loris. They talked about the squad dynamics thing where you're going to have much more interaction between your players and them between each other. So they're going to form bonds and form partnerships and form cliques and all this stuff. Oh, we got McCarthy at the defensive midfielder now. He's back healthy, and he's our tackling machine there at the defensive midfielder role. Our defense has been very good. Our offense isn't scoring too many, but here's Eriksson now on the counterattack. Gets it to Harry Kane. Harry Kane, an ill-advised shot there. Walker just lets it go out of touch. So, yeah, the squad dynamics next year is going to be interesting to see, how can you make these huge moves when you got to worry about, your players getting upset. So that'll kind of put a cramp in my style when I like to come to a new team, especially in these journeyman situations, and revamp the club. That's going to make it even trickier. Here's a counterattack from Gil, our young 17-year-old. I didn't mention him. Kid we brought up from our academy. He's a target man. He's not very good right now, but here's the corner from Valverde. We'll talk about him in a minute. Sends it up to Dyer, but Karius is there on the save. So we brought him in because whenever we brought in another striker to pair with Harry Kane sort of took the back seat, and he tried to play more of a setup man than a scoring man. Here's Kane now, getting tackled. I don't like that. And I didn't want that. I want Kane on the end of these passes scoring the ball, because he's the best scorer in the league as far as I've seen. And so when they place him up there with a 17-year-old target man, he doesn't defer to that guy. There's an easy stop from Loris. He doesn't defer to him. He plays, the playmaker, or he plays the scorer role. And, lets Horace Gill just support him, which is the way it should be. So I've been playing him the last couple of games, and they've played all right together. So we're gonna keep Gill in there and see if we can, raise his status a little bit, because he's really only a 2-star guy at his best day. But he's got potential. He's got a lot of potential, and he is getting better every day, so hopefully that can pay off. All right, 16 minutes in. There's a lot of highlights for Liverpool I'm not real happy about. Here's, they're not getting great shots, but they are getting most of the highlights. So what are we doing here instruction-wise? Standard, I guess that's all right. Here's Walker with the throw-in on the far side. Walker has a yellow card. Got to watch that. Volpe sends it out, but here they are again, winning the ball at midfield. So I think we're going to have to go counterattack, knock the ball down the field. We're going to play a little bit more structured. There's a cross. One of these days, Loris is going to miss a ball, and then we're going to be down a goal real quick. So hopefully going to the counterattack and a little bit more structured play will help us. There's Harry Kane receiving the ball. Let's see if he can win it. He does. He's 1-on-2. Gets it forward to Gill. The 17-year-old takes a weak shot. Finishing is not his thing. He's a support man. So we don't really want him on the end of those. All right, here's Osaka. Throw in on the near side for Liverpool. They're going to work it down the sideline to Henderson, looking for support back to Osaka. It's going to be a long highlight, so we can go back to talking about FM18. See, I mentioned squad dynamics. They mentioned a new tactical system that looks pretty good. It gives you a little bit more in-depth with things. It shows you a little bit more on the tactics stream. Here's Suso. Ouch. That was a great shot. Poor defending there. Alrighty, so we're down a goal. Correa gets it forward to Suso. He just sort of launches one. The goalkeeper was not particularly ready for that one. There we go. Here's Osaka. All right, let's see. Gill. Can we get it downfield? There it is. Eriksson looking for Kane. Get it forward, my man. No, he's just going to fire it. Oof. Karius has to make a dramatic dive, but pretty easy stop, all things considered. So yeah, on the new tactics screen, you're going to be able to see which of your players play better with each other. You're going to be able to see like more stats. There's McCarthy with a nice tackle. Our tackling machine gets it forward. See if Kane can get underneath that one. I don't think so. Sacco, can he make a mistake? He does. Almost. Ooh, Kane almost got that one. Let's get it forward, boys. Let's get it forward. Suso's going to send it down. Dyer's going to clean that up. Centering pass to Benisi to Correa again. Around one defender. Makes a pass to Keane. Can't do much with it, though. Davies boots it out. So, yeah, and that brings us to their third point. When you talk about being able to see the players, which players play good with each other and who's in the best form right now, they're upgrading and improving the data analyst. So things are going to be way more data-driven. There's Walker on the outside looking for support. Gets it to Valverde. Eriksson forward to Kane. Kane tackled again. Not happy about that. And here's Liverpool on the counterattack. Suso on the outside. Centering pass to Keane. That's no good. Walker gets it out of there. Gets it forward to nobody. We had the counterattack there, my man, and you screwed it up. Not happy with that. Kane has to come back and win the ball. Walker, get it forward. Valverde, get it forward. Somebody get it forward, please. Saputo, there it is. Lays it forward for Gill. Gill on the run. Takes a horrible shot. We don't want him running forward. We want Kane running forward. All right. We are rightfully behind as we're being outplayed. Ooh, there's a nice stop right there. No, they just missed the shot, I guess. Lucky for us. Yeah, Volpe is playing terribly. 39 minutes in. They're getting way too many highlights. Eriksson heads it out. McCarthy. Suso gathers it in for Liverpool. Sacco out wide. There's the cross over the crossbar. Whew, we're getting lucky on that back end. Come on, guys. We just got to get out of this half. Down a goal. They are really putting the pressure on us. And I don't like making changes right before the half, but we might have to. Out wide to Guerrero. Yep. Yep. We're going to have to make changes here. We're going to have to... we can't go down 2 and not do anything about it. Correa, 11th goal of the season. Not good. Benessi out wide. Our defense is just not playing particularly well right there. Correa just sneaks in. Our goalkeeper can only keep so many shots out by himself. Volpe with a 6.1 rating. Playing terribly. There's Cepeda wins one to Davies. Gets it to Kane. Kane forward to Eriksson. There it is. Oh, come on. That was a nice counterattack right there. Gets us a corner out of it. At least Eriksson's pretty good at these corners. Sends it in. Who's on the end of it? Dyer tries to get on the end of it, but nobody really there. Can't win one tech. Oh, McCarthy. That better not be a red card. Better not be a red. I mean, it's pretty brutal tackle. Calm down. Just to calm down. Thank you. Just to calm down. I will certainly do that, my friend. All right, we've not been good enough. Let's be assertive. Show me something else in the second half. All right, we've gone on the attack. I mean, there's not much else we can do. We'll get stuck in later if we have to. But down 2 goals is no good. All right, Valverde. Oof. Volpe makes a play there. That was tricky. Is it Volpe or Volpe? I don't know. Volpe? Gil, can you win that header? Nope, not between 2 men, but it's okay. It goes to Cepeda. Valverde gets it up to Eriksson. Gil, get it forward to Kane. Almost a good pass. Eriksson with a wide shot. Was it deflected? It looks like it was deflected. We get the corner kick on the near side here. Eriksson taking this again. Let's get a little bit better. Sends it up to Dyer, but Karius is there, the goalkeeper. So let's see. Squad dynamics. Data analyst. New tactics. There are a couple of new positions, which I'm not familiar with at all. They had some strange sort of Brazilian-sounding names. But I think, that's the sort of geeky stuff that people like, adding new positions and tweak their guys, the tacarista and all that sort of stuff. Guerrero with a shot. Get it out of there, Dyer. Nice clearance. But yeah, it looks like there's a lot of nice changes for FM18, so I'm excited about that. A lot of people are waiting for FM18 before they continue their saves or do any more saves. Here's Davies now, gets it forward to Gil. Gil to Valverde. We got some options here. Eriksson back to Gil. Sends it in on goal. There's Kane with the putback goal. Harry Kane gets his 21st goal of the season, so he's scoring pretty well for us this year. That was just good luck there. Gil with a shot. Goalkeeper handles it extremely poorly, and Kane there to pick up the trash. Put the trash back in the basket. All right. So 2-1. We've halved their lead. Dyer heads it out to Kane. Just a good clearance for now. Let's see if we can put some pressure on these guys. And get a turnover and a counterattack would be very nice. Osaka sends it in. That's a goal. Again, Volpe misses his mark. Here he is on the right-hand side. You're going to see that's his man. He just gives it up there. Benassi scores. Here's Kane now on the counterattack. Gets it stolen. I mean, I guess we got to get him out of there, right? Dyer's fired up. We'll keep him in. I mean, I guess Chambers is our only choice at the moment. Let's see. No, that's not true. That's not true. We've got Kevin Wimmer we can bring in. He can play central defense. And I guess we can bring in Chambers for Walker, get rid of that red card. Can Chambers do anything on the outside? Yeah, he's got 11 crossing. He's all right out there. And, I mean, our whole team's doing awful. Gill is motivated. He's got a 6.4 rating. We could bring in Ulfi Sigard, who's a better scorer by far. The 22-year-old Dane. I guess we'll bring him in. Make him the advanced forward. Make Harry Kane the complete forward. And this is the pairing I don't really like that much because Kane becomes too much of a setup man. But at this point, we'll take anything we can get. We need some kind of spark to the offense. So bringing in a guy with 17 finishing, he's got at least a chance to put goals in the back of the net. All right, boys. Wholesale changes. Let's see if we can do something. Now a pep talk. How about a pep talk? Assertively encourage. Osaka's getting too much space, all right. Karius sends it out wide. It looks like they're stalling for time now, so we're going to have to really pressure these guys. There's Mbolo, gets it stolen by Dyer, gets it back. Oh, off the post. Are there any instructions we can give? You can push forward. I guess we'll get stuck in now. Now or never, 80 minutes down, 2 goals down. Saka, there's McCarthy with a yellow card already. Cepeda gets it stolen. Come on, buddy. So as you can see, you take 1 star player out of our lineup, and we are not a very good team. Get Dele Alli out of there. There's Eriksson with a nice steal. Get Dele Alli out of there, and we're not good. Here's Eriksson. Can he cross it to Kane? He does not. Takes a rather selfish shot there. Not happy with that. So, I mean, this is the team I made. I traded away all those guys to save money, and now we got no depth, really. We got youngsters in depth, which it's just fine, but they've got to produce when they're in there, and right now they're not really producing against the top-level teams. So we're going to take this loss into the final quarter of the season. And, it could be devastating for us. But, we still have some time to come back. Far from pleased with what I saw. There we go. We stay in 6th place. Now tied with the Wolves. 50 points each. Liverpool, though, that was huge. They go up now 9 points on us. And it's going to be tough sledding to catch up to them. So there we go. That is our 3-quarter season update. We are now firmly behind the 8 ball here. We're in 6th place. But we need to reach 5th place to reach our goals and probably not get fired. But we'll see. We got the Euro Cup coming up. Maybe we can, win that and get some prestige for ourselves. But in the meantime, we're going to be struggling forward, and we'll come back with the season finale wrap-up. And, this could be our last season in FM17. It's definitely a good possibility of that. Most YouTubers out there are wrapping up their series, getting ready for the FM18 beta. And I guess we'll do the same thing. But, play it by ear. So until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.